Right, we are live. We have a surprise for you. Jules, get over here. We put them all out. They're gonna stay out here for an hour, which starts the hardening process. You always notice tomatoes are hairy. To give you an idea as to how we trellised our tomatoes.
May has just ended. Oh, sounds like there's a plane flying overhead. Stefan just finished transplanting all of our peppers. Some beautiful Malabar spinach right there.
Okay, we are mere days now from putting our plants from when we started them underneath the grow lights to that house project on the shelves to putting them into the earth in our garden ready for some harvesting. Now, when we do that, we have to do a process called hardening of these plants. These plants have been under the grow lights, the UV lights. They're not used to those full beams of sun and the natural weather environments, the rain, the cold rain, the high winds, and they will basically burn off very quickly from going from a nice cushy home to the elements of the outside. We move these into the yard for a series of hours each day. Subsequently, every day goes for a higher amount of hours, thus hardening the plant. We plan on actually putting these plants permanently in our garden by this weekend, by Friday or Saturday. And for the time being, these plants are spending their days outside, and when it's getting cold outside for night, we bring them back in. And this weekend is said to be the first weekend where it does not go below 10 degrees Celsius at night. As you can see, we put them all out. They're gonna stay out here for an hour, which starts the hardening process. In the meantime, we're gonna use some of our star pupils, like the purple tomatillo, and we'll transplant it into just a bigger pot. We've done this for a lot of, I'll just show you how we do one. I take my bigger pot, a nice thick layer under there. I put my fingers in between the stem, very root bound, to free it up a bit. This will allow it to grow into its new habitat. Unlike a lot of other plants, tomatoes, you can actually bury them. Let me explain to you why. You always notice tomatoes are hairy. So each of those little fuzzies actually is a root, and they will become roots. So you can bury them. In this case, we are burying deep so that they have a stabler structure until the final day where we put them out here in the garden.
Stefan has transplanted our Malabar spinach into a slightly bigger pot for the hardening off process.
They're pretty root bound. Since it likes climbing things, I gave it a cage. I'll explain to you what we did. Out of the 6 varieties of tomatoes we're getting, we have a lot, right? What we did in these big pots here, as we're hardening them, we picked one of each variety which we thought was our star pupil. So the best tomato in that case. So purple tomatillo, here's our gold rush tomato, black crim tomato, Castelluto genovese, Thessaloniki, Amish paste, and cherry red. And this mystery one we called rosemary, we thought deserved
Special treatment.
Special treatment for no other reason than that. Malabar spinach, we transferred to bigger pots, but we gave them all cages.
And here we have all the others. That was a lot of work. How long do you think we spent transplanting all these and trellising them?
A couple hours. Okay, we're gonna transplant the hot peppers. We picked our spots for it. We've been out here for a few days. We seem to enjoy the spot and do it well. Let's put them in the ground.
We have also planted some of our bell peppers and our hot peppers in this larger raised bed. They will be growing beside our corn and our beets. If you'd like to learn more about the crops we directly sow outside, check out the video above and linked in the description below. Thanks so much for watching our video, guys. If you watch that hyperlapse closely, you will have seen that I was in the background. I was removing the dandelions with our weed puller. I don't think of dandelion as a weed, and maybe after this video, you won't either. Dandelion is actually a superfood. Similar to wheatgrass or other health foods, it is super healthy for you. However, because it doesn't look that attractive in a lawn, people tend to remove them. If you have not sprayed your lawn with any chemicals, the roots can be used to create dandelion tea, and the leaves can be used in smoothies and salad recipes. Because dandelion has an intense flavor similar to arugula, you might not want to eat it entirely by itself, but mixing it in with other foods is a great way to enjoy it and increase the micronutrients that you are consuming. If you are thinking about pulling up the dandelions in your yard to make a salad or to make tea, consider waiting until after May to do so. Dandelions are one of the first foods to come up for bumblebees and pollinators in the early spring, and so I typically wait until June before pulling any of them up, at which point the bees have some other food sources as well.
To give you an idea as to how we trellised our tomatoes, this is just a system that's worked for us for the past few years. We use the A-frame system. One, because we can get these bamboo sticks to go pretty high, and with our indeterminate tomatoes, there's a lot of space for them to go up. It's real simple too. I got one string that goes down to each tomato, and I use a tomato clip, which clips on from the ring to a side of the tomato. You get to perfectly suggest exactly to the tomato where to go up.
Stefan just finished transplanting all of our bell peppers and hot serrano peppers. You can see the hot serrano peppers are a little taller and thinner. We've put those in the back, and the ones in the front are a little wider and lower set. Those are the California bell pepper. And here we have one that we accidentally broke and we thought we killed it, but it is growing little baby leaves, so it seems to be still alive, so we're giving it a chance. Some beautiful Malabar spinach right there. Thank you so much for watching our video, guys. If you like this type of stuff, please click the bell, subscribe. This is Bridget, she's making little noises. And yeah, leave a comment and let us know what type of videos you would like us to create in the future. We once again made the worm tea. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it up here and in the description, where we talk about how we make our own homemade worm tea. But basically this is an amazing plant fertilizer that you can make at home yourself really easily. And Stefan is now fertilizing all of our plants with this worm tea so they are happy and well fed. And guys, May has just ended. Oh, sounds like there's a plane flying overhead. May has just ended and we already have some cherry tomatoes starting.
Alright, we are alive. We have a surprise for you. Jules, get over here. Hey, wait. Who's filming? Who's holding the camera? You see, throughout the process of filming this, we've been pretty amateur on our first 6 videos or so. We've been doing that thing where we either hold the phone or have it on the gimbal, which is the handheld device that you see them sometimes help stabilize it. We've done what a pro YouTuber should do, which is get a tripod to stabilize that camera and have hands-free action film.
And now you'll get to see both of us in front of the camera at the same time, which we hope you'll enjoy.